Tomorrow will be better. Three boys shared 12,000 US dollars in the ratio 1:2:3. This is the right way to read it, dear friends. How much have the greatest and the least boys? It means find the sum which the least of them will have and then the greatest of them is going to have. Follow me, dear friends. Solution. First and foremost, guys, what are ratios? Ratios in simple terms are fractions. In most cases, we are talking about proper fractions. And what is a proper fraction? A proper fraction simply translates to a small portion of a whole thing, all right? Take, for example, 3 or 5. Translates that 3 items out of a total of 5. This is the same notion we are about to apply here, dear friends. So, the first thing to do in this kind of situation is find the total or the sum of all the ratios. So, I would say sum of ratios. Sum of ratios equals 1 plus 2 and plus 3, which is nothing else but 6. Now, this is the sense behind what I'm doing. After having the sum of the ratio, which represents the whole from which these 3 boys are about to share, we will now move to what would the first person, what's the share of the first person, what about the second and the third person? And now the question says find the sum of the first and then the last person. Now the first person, ratio of first person, so ratio 1 is going to be 1 out of 6. Why? 6, which represents the whole or the sum of the whole ratios, represents the sum or the whole thing for which each of them shares, and 1 here represents the exact portion of this first person here, right? So now how do we share it? How do we use this ideology to share this amount of money? We will say the ratio of the first person, which is 1/6 of $12,000. All right, so we will translate 1/6 of $12,000 in mathematical language. Now, of means multiplication, dear friends. So 1/6 of 12,000 US dollars is simply going to be here 1 and then here 2. It's going to be 2,000 US dollars. Now, R3, which is going to be 3 out of 6 of 12,000 US dollars. It's the same thing we did up here, just that here we have 1, here we have 2, and if we further simplify here 6, this gives us 6,000 US dollars. So this is the amount of the least boy, and this is the amount of the greatest boy. This is how simple it is. Tomorrow will be better.